Hello guys, welcome to the video lecture. This is class number 7. In this video lecture, I am going to teach you the construction of parabola. So we can see the problem. Construct a parabola when the distance between directrix and focus is 65 mm. Draw the tangent and normal at a point P 50 mm from the vertex. So we can divide this complete problem into two parts. That is up to 65 mm, that is related to the construction of parabola, and next second part we can see the construction of tangent and normal to the parabola. So in this problem the eccentricity value is not available, but we know the eccentricity value for the parabola, that is equal to 1. So we can take eccentricity value directly 1 for the purpose of constructing the parabola. So according to the given data, the distance between directrix to focus that is available and the dimension is 65 mm. So we can start the construction of the parabola. So initially we should construct the directrix with the help of 2H pencil. But directrix means that is simply fixed vertical line. So we can use 2H pencil for the purpose of constructing directrix. Simply it is a vertical fixed straight line. So we can construct directrix line with any length. Then immediately we can mark a point anywhere on this line. Then from that particular point we can construct the line perpendicular to the directrix. That means that line is called axis. So I am constructing axis line that is perpendicular to the previous directrix line. Here both lines are perpendicular to each other. So I can say this line is directrix and this line is axis. So next we can mark a focus point with 65 mm gap. So from the directrix we can mark a point on the axis, that is 65 mm. From this particular point we can mark a point on the axis. So this particular point is called focus. So this dimension is available in the problem. So we should mention this dimension in the diagram also. So here I have drawn two extension lines, then dimensional line, then give the arrowheads. Give the arrowheads in this way, then place the dimensioning figure exactly middle and above the dimensional line, that is 65 mm. And next if we coming to the eccentricity value, that is 1 for the parabola. So this one is representing the ratio of the distance between vertex to focus to the vertex to the directrix. So when both the values numerator and denominator both are same, we will be getting eccentricity 1. So here vertex must be located exactly midpoint of DF. Then that time only this condition will be satisfied. So we can mark a vertex point exactly middle of the DF. Middle of the DF. So this line is 65 mm. So we can mark a point exactly at the 32.5. Or else you can follow bisection of a line method also. So in that method we can divide the line into two equal parts. So here I can say this is vertex. So dV is equal to VF. So here VF by VD, that is equal to 1. So that we will be getting the parabola. So next, once we got vertex point, we can construct the line perpendicular to the axis exactly at V. So in this way we can construct the line. Then immediately vertex point as center, VF dimension as radius. So V as center, VF dimension as radius. Draw the arc in this way. Yeah, so that here this arc is intersecting this line at this particular point. So we can say this point is E. So next step, join point E with D with the help of scale or drafter scale. Join point E with D and extend the same line upwards. So we should use 2H pencil. Yeah, we can construct the line in this way. So next step, no need to find out second vertex similar to the ellipse because here parabola is open curve, ellipse is closed curve. So no need to find out another vertex for the purpose of constructing parabola. So next step, we should mark number of points from the vertex towards the focus, that means towards the right end. So here I can mark number of points with 1 centimeter gap from the vertex point on the axis line. So this is 1, and at point number 2 I can mark second point, this one is third point, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 points are enough. So in this way we can mark 8 number of points from vertex with 1 centimeter gap. Then immediately we can give the number of the particular point also. This one is 4, 5, 6, and it is 7, and this one is 8 point. So next step, we can construct the lines perpendicular to the axis and passing through that particular point. That means first line is passing through the point number 1. And that line is perpendicular to the axis also, and similarly we can construct second line, and this is the third line passing through the third point, and next we are constructing fourth line passing through the fourth point, and next we are moving to the fifth point. Yeah, in this way we can construct the lines passing through those particular points, and those lines must be perpendicular to the axis line. Then after that we can give the numbering on the extended line. So if this particular point is 1, here we will be getting 1 dash. Similarly, if it is 2, here we will be getting 2 dash. And similarly we can give the point number, that is third dash, fourth point, this one is 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash, and 8 dash. And next we should construct the arcs for the purpose of finding the points. So for that purpose we can use compass properly. So initially we can take 1 to 1 dash dimension as radius. Here I will write radius point dimensions, and this is about centers, and here we will be getting the point name. For your understanding purpose, here I am writing. So if we take 1 to 1 dash dimension as radius, focus as center, then if we draw the arcs, we will be getting P1 above the axis, similarly Q1 below the axis. So that is what I am going to construct. So here I am taking 1 to 1 dash dimension as radius. This is 1 to 1 dash. This dimension as radius, then focus point, this is center. Here this focus point as center. Then draw the arc on the first line, that is 1 to 1 dash line only. Above the axis, similarly below the axis. Don't construct these arcs broadly. The purpose of the arc finding the point only. So immediately we can give the point number. This one is P1 and it is Q1. And next we can take 2 to 2 dash dimension as radius. So every time we should take the dimensions in this way. 2 to 2 dash dimension as radius. Focus point as center. Draw the arc on second line. So here we will be getting P2, and similarly here we will be getting Q2. I hope you got my point. And next immediately we can move to the third line. Yeah, that is 3 to 3 dash dimension as radius. Focus point as center. Draw the arc on the third line. So here we will be getting P3, and this one is Q3. So here in the previous step we got Q2. Here this one is P2. So next we are moving to the 4 to 4 dash dimension. That is about fourth line. 4 to 4 dash dimension as radius. Focus point as center. Draw an arc on the fourth line. So in this way we can construct the arcs. Yeah, next we can take 5 to 5 dash dimension as radius. Focus point as center. Focus point as center. Draw the arc exactly on the fifth line, above the axis and below the axis. So in this way we can construct the arc. So here we will be getting P5, and this particular point becomes Q5. And similarly we can construct the arcs for this next lines also. Okay, in this way we can construct the arcs so that we will be getting the points P1, P2, P3, P4 up to P8. Similarly, Q1, Q2, Q3 up to Q8. So here I have written the procedure for the purpose of finding these particular points. So you can follow this procedure also to obtain these particular points. So next, with the help of 2H pencil, we should join all the points in the correct sequence with free hand. So initially we can join these points with 2H pencil, so that here we will be getting the guide curve. So on that particular guide curve, with the help of HB pencil, we will be getting a darken curve. So in this way we can join all the points with 2H pencil, so that here we got guided curve. So on that guided curve, with the help of HB pencil, I can construct the parabola. So I am using HB pencil. So here with freehand curve we should construct a very neat curve. In this way, we can construct the parabola with the help of HB pencil. Once we got the guided curve, we should darken the parabola curve with HB pencil. And similarly, we can show the directrix line and the axis line. And here, the curve name also, conic name also, that is parabola. Within the guidelines, we should write the conic name, that is parabola. And here one more point, the distance between the two guidelines, that is 7 mm for subtitle. So and one more thing, no need to mention this particular procedure of this construction of parabola. For your understanding purpose, here I have written. Yes, up to this particular step, the construction of parabola, that is over. And next step, we should construct the tangent and normal, and for that purpose we have the condition at a point P 50 mm from the vertex. So we should mark this particular point 50 mm away from the vertex. So we can move to that particular. This is the condition for constructing the tangent and normal. So we should take 50 mm dimension as radius. Here I am taking 50 mm dimension radius. This is 50 mm, and we should take vertex point as center. Yeah, here we should take vertex point as center. Draw the arc on the parabola. In this way we can construct the arc. So we can show this dimension also outside of the diagram. For that purpose, here I am extending the same curve. Yeah, here we got the point P. So we can write P here clearly, very clearly, and here we can show the dimension also, because this is available in the given data. So for that purpose, here we can fix this particular point. Then at the other end we can construct the arrowhead. Then here we can write the dimensioning figure, that is R50, radius 50. So don't give the arrowhead at the other end, because this is the fixed point for constructing the curve. And next, once we got point P, we should join point P with the focus. So that that time we should fix the drafter properly. Then join point P with focus. So in this way we can construct the line. So then immediately with the help of other scale, that is longer scale, we can construct the line perpendicular to the previous line. That means perpendicular to PF line. To meet the directrix, I am going to construct it. Yeah, this is the line which is perpendicular to the PF line. Here I can give the point name, that is T. So here next step we can join T with the P. and we can extend the same line upwards. Yeah, that line becomes tangent. So here construction of tangent is our aim. So that is why I am taking HB pencil. So next we should fix the drafter with the T2P. Yeah, here fix the drafter very tightly. And next we can draw the line from T2P with HB pencil. And immediately with the help of shorter scale, without changing the inclination, with the help of shorter scale, I am going to construct the line perpendicular to the previous tangent line passing through point P. So if you observe these two lines, normal and tangent, both are perpendicular to each other. So at the left end I have given T, and at the other end I will give S. So TS represents tangent here. And similarly we can give the naming to the normal, that is M, and this one is N. So here these two lines are perpendicular to each other. So this is about the construction of parabola and construction of tangent and normal to that particular curve. So thank you, and if you are liking my content, you can share and subscribe the channel also. Thank you.